Hi guys, welcome back to Teresa's channel.
Hi guys,
I
welcome.
hope you're ready for a crash out.
I hope you're ready to witness the crash out of the century. What's up guys? This is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. Hashtag trigger warning. This part of the video is in black and white because I'm going through a bit of a hair transition right now, but like it's not ready yet, so you need to wait to see the results. So what led me to making this video in the first place is the fact that in most countries, September is the National Suicide Prevention Month. What I wanted to say here is that I would like to share my current experience because I'd like to contribute to the efforts of destigmatizing conversations regarding suicide, suicidal ideations, and the struggle with suicidal thoughts. With that, I wanted to give a quick trigger warning. I do talk about the topic of suicide quite graphically. So if this is a sensitive topic for you and you might get triggered, this is something I want you to consider. If you're someone that knows me personally and is close to me and you think that it might be difficult for you to hear me talk about these things, I also urge you to consider whether it's a good idea to watch. I will be including some links in the description that you can go to if you're struggling or if you just need someone to talk to.
You're doing great, Margie. Sorry, girl. I forgot.
Oh no. Hashtag trigger warning. Hello. Welcome to my balcony. Long time no see. Some of you may have watched Sequestered, which is a series that I came out with a couple of months ago. There were only 2 videos and I thought that I would make more, but then of course I got a bit overwhelmed and didn't end up making the rest of the videos that I wanted. Another thing about Sequestered is that I think I presented a very carefully curated version of how I was doing and of what had happened. This was unintentional, but I think that I showed a version that was like, hey, I've been through this difficult thing, but look at me now. I'm sitting here, I'm calm, I'm composed, I'm talking about it. I still concealed a lot of emotion and hardship that is inherently linked to this experience and my life. I think that Sequestered was a massive step for me, but it wasn't realistic. I had the luxury of taking a break. I had the luxury of only focusing on getting better, being able to put work aside, put school aside. The name itself, Sequestered, was representative of this time that I was in where I was completely separated from my real life, having to pay rent, having to work, having to go to school. I was separated from all of that because I had this luxury of taking the time to heal. I've been unsequestered for a while now, and I'm not doing well. I'm like really not doing well. Around the time that summer came, I had to do my resits, I had to start working again. Basically, a lot of things came at once. I didn't really have a summer break in the sense of having a holiday and having a break. It was more of like a very harsh re entry into my life, including romantic relationships, which was a choice that I made that ended up backfiring in a very aggressive way. Summer was very difficult, and a lot of the suicidal ideation, suicidal thoughts, and tendencies became way more prominent and way more intense in my daily life. Almost 2 weeks ago now, school started again. The university luckily allowed me to go into my second year, and I have to finish two practicals from my first year, but I was able to pass all of my exams, which by the way, fucking insane because I didn't attend a single class for the last two subjects. So I passed that, and I think I need to give myself some credit for that. I have been going through an incredibly hard time during the past like 3 weeks, but I have a very difficult time talking about the state of my suicidal ideations right now with people that are close to me because I feel like it's a scary thing to hear that someone close to you is on the brink of taking their life, and I feel like I don't want to put anyone in that position. I know it's not rational. I know that the people close to me would rather know how I'm doing and know that I'm in danger than be completely in the blind and then having to deal with maybe something a bit more permanent. I have a hard time sharing this with anyone who is not equipped to deal with it in a professional sense. This eventually led to me just never talking about how I really feel, apart from the one time a week that I would meet with my psychiatrist. And every time that I would go to my psychiatrist, I would completely break down. I would be functioning during the whole week and meeting everyone and being my regular, like, cheery self. And then once a week, going to my psychiatrist and just breaking down and talking about how every single day I try not to kill myself. Um, in the past 2 weeks, I've had a couple of instances where I felt that it was impossible for me to not kill myself. What's the best alternative to telling my friends and family about how I really feel, apart from only telling my psychiatrist? Telling literally anyone on the internet that stumbles upon this video. Obviously, that doesn't sound very logical, but mysteriously, it's much easier for me to release this into the internet without directly telling someone. This is not a cry for help. This is me sharing this very real experience because I know for a fact that a shocking number of people that are able to reach this are going through the exact same thing. One of the biggest parts of this experience is feeling alone because I feel like I don't want to burden anyone, and because I feel like no one should deal with a person close to them coming to them and saying, "Hey, I want to end my life." Anyone going through this, and again, I know for a fact that it's a shocking number of people that aren't as privileged as me and don't have a medical professional to talk this about. I hope that this reaches at least some people going through this and either inspires them to talk about it or lets them know that they're not alone. The amount of guilt surrounding the desire to not live is overwhelming. It's absolutely devastating. I don't want to do that to my family. I don't want to leave my family with the hurt and the grief. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, every single day, I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be alive. I don't want to be alive. I don't feel like I can do this. All of these feelings are coming at me every single day. What inspired me to make this video today? I woke up at 8. I was supposed to have class at 9 and then have my psychiatrist appointment. I woke up and the first thing that I thought was, I'm going to kill myself today. This is not a thought, that I willingly create. This is a thought that I wake up with, that my brain produces, and I have to deal with it. I wake up at 8 a.m. and my brain keeps going. You shouldn't be here. This is how you're gonna do it. This is what you should do. This is the suicide letter that you should write to your family. This is the suicide letter that you should write to your friends. I feel like I have no control over these thoughts. The amount of energy it takes every single day to not kill myself and to stay alive is unbearable. I keep trying to prevent myself from doing something that I so badly want on a daily basis, which is so confusing, such a big fucking contrast, which takes so much energy for me. It takes all of my energy. And then on top of that, I feel the guilt. I have the need to fulfill my daily responsibilities, going to school, going to work, which is just fucking impossible. Like, it's genuinely impossible. But unfortunately, I don't have the luxury anymore to just focus on that one thing, which is staying alive. So today, I didn't end up going to my class. I also ended up canceling the shift that I had later in the day, and I only went to my psychiatrist. I was supposed to have an hour-long session. I ended up being there for 3 hours because it wasn't safe for me to leave. We were talking about me being admitted to the hospital again today, which at the moment I thought was the only option. Now, luckily, I feel safe enough to be in my home. What I have to focus on right now is to stay alive because I know that that's what's right rationally. I know that that's what I need to do. I know that that's the best course. But 90% of my brain every day keeps telling me, you need to die. Everyone would be so better off if you weren't here, and you need to do it in this particular way. I have never experienced this level of motivation to die, and it's so fucking scary. It's scary and it's horrible and it's so isolating. I feel so alone because I can't really go up to someone and be like, hey, so today I thought of this way to kill myself. Today I made this elaborate plan to say goodbye to everyone and then kill myself. That's not a thing that I can just say to people that are close to me. I just want people to hear this and be like, you're not alone. This is happening to way more people than it should be happening to, but unfortunately, it is happening. And I want to validate anyone that has to exert so much energy just to stay alive every single day, even though they don't want to. It's such a specific experience, but it's so all consuming and it's so horrendous and confusing and just fucking like, what the fuck? Like, why am I going through this? Why am I putting so much effort into staying alive when I don't even want to? But I know I should. I have my family, which I love so dearly. I want to see my friends and their successes. I want to be able to experience all of this, but I just can't imagine myself living to see all of these things. And I feel like a shitty fucking person, and that doesn't help the like effort to stay alive. It doesn't help at all. I always love meeting with people. I always love being nice, being compassionate, getting that reaction from people when you smile at them, you have conversation with them. I love those interactions. Are they accurate to how I'm feeling right now? Absolutely not. Is it fake? No, definitely not. I'm just not able to share this part of my life and my experience with people in person because I feel so horrible and I don't want to traumatize anyone. I don't want to put a burden on someone. I don't want anyone to feel anxiety about me possibly ending my life. Basically, this is me trying to share the actual real experience that I've been having since the first attempt. Because before that attempt, I've had suicidal thoughts, but it never got to a point where I would feel a danger, where I would feel like I can't control myself from ending my life, which is the point that I'm at right now. This is a new experience that I'm having, and it's definitely a result of my first attempt because I feel like I realized that my ability to touch my own life is real. And that's why I think that now I'm actually realizing that and I'm making plans and I'm actually experiencing it on hand because I did it that one time. And now I feel like I can do it at any point, and it's just becoming so much more real. Now I'm at a point where I don't feel safe for myself. I don't have it under control. And it's just sometimes it's unmanageable. Like today. Today I went to my doctor's office and I wasn't safe. I knew I wasn't safe, and that's why we had to spend 3 hours trying to stabilize myself and decide whether I need to go to a hospital or I don't. It's not needed for me to be admitted right now in 8 hours. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I wanted to share this experience because it's so real and it's so isolating. The way that I present myself to others, apart from medical professionals, is so curated, so well curated to not worry them and to like assure people around me that I'm doing okay, which I'm so not. I acknowledge how insanely privileged I am, how lucky I am to have these support systems. Some people are going through exactly what I described, even worse, and they don't have the same support systems that I have. They don't have people around them that they can share these experiences with. I know that the things that I post on Instagram, the things that I posted on YouTube, make me seem like I have my shit together, like I'm going out, I'm enjoying my life, I'm able to have my shit together, basically. I'm not. I'm doing the worst I have ever been doing, which is a big fucking statement because I was like, being raped almost every single day. So, like, this is a big statement. Even though people may seem like they're doing okay, they might be going through something horrible and they might be going through the same thing as you. So don't be scared to talk to people. Don't be scared to open up about your experiences. Don't be scared to talk about the struggles that you're having. And don't be scared to ask for help. I know it's scary. I have fucking big trouble asking for help, but I'm trying to every day. I'm trying to stay alive. I'm trying to ask for help. I'm trying to teach myself to share with people around me what I'm going through, to teach myself that I'm not a burden to the people that care about me. I want everyone who sees this to know that it's okay to not be okay, but you can always ask for help. You can always talk to the people that love you. And if you feel like there's no one that you feel close to, there's no one that loves you, there are still people to talk to. There's hotlines, there's so many support groups. Use them. Use them, because the most important thing is that you stay here, you stay alive, you keep going, and you can do it. Am I saying this to myself? I feel like that's all I can say today. I hope that this is somehow valuable. I think it is. I think that sharing my real, unfiltered experience is always valuable. But I hope that everyone's doing okay. And that's like unrealistic. I know that not everyone's doing okay. Actually, a lot of people are not doing okay. But I hope that whatever you're going through, you can get the appropriate help to get through that. Please be safe. If you've watched until now, I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today.